Welcome to the TubeBuddy Express podcast, brought to you by TubeBuddy, the #1 tool to make your YouTube life easy. Each week, we discuss how you can utilize TubeBuddy to enhance your YouTube experience and make your life as a creator easier. And now, here's your host, Dusty Porter.
Hello and welcome back to episode 88 of the TubeBuddy Express podcast. My name is Dusty Porter, the host of this wonderful show. And as you can already tell, the name of the show is TubeBuddy Express. We are brought to you today by the fine folks over at TubeBuddy, the browser plugin that makes my YouTube workflow so much easier. If you haven't already, click the link in the description show notes of this podcast. Try out TubeBuddy. I promise you will not regret it. I had a young lady email me this past week and said, Dusty, I watched your YouTube tutorial on how to use TubeBuddy to improve your workflow, and it has changed my world. Let me go to her email here just to see exactly what she said. Yes, she said, it has absolutely changed my YouTube workflow world. And then she, a bunch of smiley faces and emojis. So I promise you that reaction is normal when someone downloads and tries out TubeBuddy. So definitely go ahead and do that if you haven't already. You can listen to my other show, the YouTube Creators Hub podcast, where I interview creators just like yourself every single Wednesday. All the pertinent links will be in the description below. All right, so today we're going to be talking about this topic. How to not run out of video ideas. So this is a question that came into me from my other podcast. And again, if you want to email me, dusty@dustyporter.com with your questions, definitely feel free to do that. But this question came in. I'm not sure exactly who asked the question, but it was multiple people actually. And they said, well, how do you not run out of video ideas? Or, if you're not a vlogger and you're not doing daily family stuff with yourself or your family, where basically all you do is wake up, you vlog your day, and then put that, daily or weekly or however you want to kind of release with the cadence. But they asked me, if you're a normal YouTube channel, how do you not run out of video ideas? And so I kind of jotted this down a couple of weeks ago as a topic that I wanted to discuss. And I did a little research. I also used some experience from interviews that I've done in the past with other great creators. And so I'm going to give you a few different ways that I think can help you basically give you a bunch of videos to have in the backlog. That's what I always tell people, right? The first thing you got to know is you want to go ahead and batch record. So if you batch record videos, this will eliminate the stress and frustration of getting to a week where you're like, oh my goodness, I've got nothing recorded. I have no ideas on what to do and what to create. And so again, this may lead to another problem though, of maybe you're just not that passionate about your topic if you can't find video ideas. But again, that's another conversation for another day. So let's just kind of talk about this briefly. So when we're talking about batch recording, we're talking about recording videos ahead of time to have them ready to release, or at least ready to upload the week or the day that you're scheduled to release a video. This also helps you with consistency. But today's topic is more about actually not running out of ideas and trying to find ideas to create videos on. So here's the thing that a creator told me in an interview, and I thought this was extremely eye-opening. They said before they even started their channel or before they released their upload schedule, they wrote down a list of 200 to 250 video ideas on a piece of paper. They did this. They wrote it. It was handwritten. It wasn't typed up. Now you can type it or write it up. But I thought, what a brilliant way to never run out of ideas. This guy had 200 or 250 ideas to go by. He uploads twice a week, and his content's evergreen, so it's not based on, pertinent topics throughout the world. And so for him, he had 200, 250 video ideas to pull from. Here's what I do. I have an Evernote notebook or a Trello board, basically free tools that I use, where I have basically a board or a notebook titled Video Ideas. I get video ideas at the darndest times. Like I'll be in the shower, or I'll be playing with my daughter outside, or I'll be this and that, and I'll be like, oh my goodness, that'd be an amazing video. That'd be a phenomenal podcast episode. So what I do is I always have it on my phone or my mobile device, and I'm able to go in there, I'm able to type out exactly what that is, and then that way when I've run out of ideas or I'm ready to batch record, I'm ready to go ahead and get some videos out there, churn some videos out there, I already have a list to go through and be like, oh yeah, I remember this idea, that was a great idea. That way you don't forget the ideas. So if you need to, what I recommend is you go and you list out ideas. Secondly, utilize the comments section, utilize the forums of the type of content that you're creating, utilize Reddit. People are always asking questions. Like I do YouTube education, so for me, a lot of times I go over to the ytforums.com or the TubeBuddy forums, and basically what I do there is I consume that content. I see the questions, I see the different things that people are raising as far as like different things they'd like to learn about or know how to do, and then I'll write those down, I'll jot those down, and I'll utilize that data from my actual consumers of my content. So go to your comment section, look and see what people are asking about, and kind of go from there. And then thirdly, I wrote this one down because I wanted to, not many people are talking about this one. The other two, I can kind of see other people kind of telling you exactly what I just told you. But this one is interesting, and it goes a little bit deeper. Don't be afraid to get in the weeds a little bit and niche down. And what I mean by that is that don't be afraid to do videos that you think, well, you know, you go to YouTube, you search for your niche and your space, and you see videos around this topic, topic A, topic B, but you've got an idea. Some of my best videos, my most productive and most successful videos, have been those that I've had the idea, I went to YouTube, and not many people had done that video. And so what I mean by that is go to your space, search YouTube for the type of content you create. And if you have an idea, think about it for a second and then be like, wait a minute, I have an idea, but it's not really been done by many creators. Let's just put it out there and see how it performs. So you don't always have to do what everyone else has done. So sometimes you may even have to niche down even more to get some of those great ideas for your videos. And then lastly, I want you to think of types of videos that you can make that you may be eliminating from an actual option for your channel, but you shouldn't. So there are list videos, there are comparable videos, and then there are how-to videos. And obviously there's other types of videos as well, but a lot of you are forgetting those types of content. So with a list video, you could do, the top 5 ways to do A. Or with a comparable video, you could do this video editor compared to this video editor. And now that would be something that I would do on my channel, but again, you would need to apply your niche. And then the how-to videos, if I see a lot of people really forgetting this. Like I talked a couple of weeks ago about tentpole content that's going to be evergreen and on your content, building your audience base for years to come, possibly a decade to come. I know 10 years is a long time, but I promise you, I've got videos that will be working for me for 10 years. I guarantee it. And so what I mean by how-to content, let's say you are a person who does, I don't know, you like to review and talk about cars and you like old school cars and things like that. Why don't you do a tutorial on how to fix car A or how to basically rehab a car back to where it looks the way you want it to look? Again, there's so many things you can do in the how-to space to complement your already wonderful content. So don't forget the list type videos, don't forget the comparable type videos, and don't forget, please, the how-to content, because the evergreen nature of how-to content is absolutely phenomenal. So there really shouldn't be a reason for you to run out of video ideas, especially if you're doing maybe 1 or 2 times a week, or maybe even once or twice a month. The video ideas should be flowing out of you. I know I was looking at my Evernote notebook here a couple of minutes ago, and I had a list of like 62 or 63 video ideas that I want to do in the future. And again, a lot of them are small. A lot of them are ideas that are out there. I'm not sure they've been done before, but you know what? I am going to try it. So when it comes to video ideas, I want you to keep a list all the time. That way, if you have video ideas at random times of the day or the night, you'll have a place to put those. Don't forget to do your research, see what's out there, see what people have done. And then thirdly, don't forget those other types of videos that you may be forgetting and you may be thinking aren't going to fit your channel, because more than likely they will if you basically tailor them to your type of content. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. We continue to grow. Thank you to TubeBuddy for sponsoring the show each and every Friday. If you're looking for a show where you can get YouTube tips and pointers on the weekly, definitely subscribe to the show either on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, wherever you consume your podcasting content. And if you would leave us a review over there, it does help the show out. Let us know what you think of the show, whether it be positive or negative. Thank you guys. As always, I'll see you in the next one.